Hello, Aries. Today, we're diving deep into your cosmic forecast for June 26, 2025, and it's looking quite eventful for the first sign of the zodiac. I'm seeing some fascinating planetary alignments that will directly impact your fiery Aries energy. Let's start with the big picture. On this Thursday, we find the sun traveling through the emotional waters of Cáncer, creating an interesting dynamic with your naturally action-oriented personality. This Cáncer solar energy is illuminating your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. You might feel a stronger pull toward domestic matters than usual, perhaps a desire to reconnect with family or create more security in your personal life. But here's where it gets really interesting. Mars, your ruling planet, will be forming a powerful trine with Jupiter on this day. This is genuinely exciting energy for you, Aries. This aspect brings a surge of confidence, expanded opportunities, and the courage to take meaningful risks. Your natural leadership qualities are amplified, making this an excellent day to initiate projects, especially those requiring bold action and vision. The moon will be in fellow fire sign Leo on this day, creating a harmonious flow with your Aries energy. This lunar position activates your fifth house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. You might feel particularly charismatic, and magnetic people will be naturally drawn to your vibrant energy. If you're single, this is a fantastic day for meeting someone special who appreciates your authentic self. For those in relationships, expect passion to be rekindled through playful, creative connection. Venus, meanwhile, will be in Gemini, activating your communication sector. This brings a charming quality to your words and interactions. You'll find it easier to express affection and navigate social situations with grace, not always your default mode, as the sometimes blunt ram of the zodiac. This position of Venus supports heart-centered conversations and intellectual connections. I'm noticing that Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, forms a challenging square to your sign on this day. This suggests potential for miscommunications or mental tension. Be mindful of rushing your words or making impulsive decisions without gathering all the facts. Take an extra moment to think before speaking, especially in professional contexts or important conversations. Career-wise, the Mars-Jupiter trine I mentioned earlier is particularly beneficial. Leadership opportunities may suddenly appear, or you might receive recognition for past efforts. Your confidence will be noticeable to higher-ups and colleagues alike. This is a day to step into the spotlight rather than playing it safe in the background. Financially, Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term journey through your second house of resources and values. On this particular day, it forms an interesting aspect with the North Node, suggesting unexpected financial developments that actually align with your long-term destiny. Pay attention to sudden insights about your material security or unusual money-making opportunities. They may be more significant than they initially appear. Physically, your energy levels should be above average today, though the Cáncer sun might make you more emotionally sensitive than usual. Channel physical energy into activities that also nurture your emotional well-being. Perhaps a workout followed by quality time with loved ones would create the perfect balance for your Aries spirit. Relationship dynamics are highlighted by a subtle Pluto aspect that suggests transformation in how you relate to others. Old power struggles might resurface, but you have the opportunity to handle them differently this time. Instead of charging ahead with your typical ram-like determination, the cosmic energies support a more strategic approach to interpersonal challenges. One particularly noteworthy aspect is Saturn's position in your 12th house, forming a sextile to your sun. This creates a productive tension between your need for action and the wisdom of reflection. Sometimes the most powerful thing an Aries can do is pause and listen to their intuition. Today is one of those days. Your subconscious mind is processing important information that can help you make better decisions if you tune in. Your lucky color for this day is royal purple, wear it to amplify the day's expansive Jupiter energies. Your lucky number is 8, representing power and manifestation. For enhanced fortune, the eastern direction holds particular resonance for you on June 26, 2025. As we look at potential challenges, be mindful of the Neptune influence creating some fog around practical matters. Double-check details, especially with financial transactions or important agreements. This dreamy energy can cloud your usually sharp Aries perception. Your greatest opportunity lies in balancing assertive action with emotional intelligence. The cosmic configuration supports bold moves that are informed by genuine emotional awareness, a powerful combination for the cardinal fire sign of the zodiac. To make the most of this day, I recommend starting with a moment of intention setting in the morning. The Leo moon supports rituals that honor your authentic desires and creative spirit. Consider writing down your boldest vision and placing it somewhere visible to harness the expansive Mars-Jupiter energy. In summary, June 26, 2025 offers you a dynamic blend of emotional depth, creative expression, and bold opportunity. By honoring both your natural Aries drive and the more reflective Cancer season energies, you can navigate this day with remarkable success. Trust your instincts, speak your truth with kindness, and be ready to seize unexpected opportunities that align with your highest path. As we examine the celestial blueprint for Aries on June 26, 2025, several notable planetary positions demand attention. The Sun continues its journey through Cancer, positioned in your fourth house of home and foundations. This creates a somewhat challenging square aspect to your native Aries energy, pushing you to balance your natural forward momentum with emotional considerations. The tension here isn't necessarily negative, it's more of a productive friction that can lead to meaningful developments in your domestic sphere. Mars, your ruling planet, finds itself in Gemini on this day, activating your third house of communication and short-distance travel. This placement supercharges your already quick mind with additional mental energy. You'll find yourself especially articulate and persuasive, with thoughts racing at an impressive speed. Be mindful that Mars in Gemini can sometimes lead to scattered energy. You may need to consciously direct this intellectual firepower. The Moon transits through Scorpio in your eighth house of shared resources and transformation. This creates a favorable trine with your Aries energy, bringing emotional depth and intuitive insights, particularly regarding financial matters involving others. Pay attention to subtle feelings about investments or resources shared with partners. Mercury, positioned in the early degrees of Leo, forms a beneficial sextile to your sign. This supports creative thinking and adds a touch of dramatic flair to your communications. Ideas expressed today have a certain magnetic quality that draws others in. Venus in Cancer occupies your fourth house alongside the Sun, emphasizing the importance of emotional security in your relationships. This placement may temporarily dampen your typically adventurous approach to love, instead highlighting a need for emotional authenticity and deeper connections. For coupled Aries, this is an excellent day to strengthen your emotional foundation. Jupiter, now in Virgo, occupies your sixth house of daily work and health routines. This continues a longer-term period of expansion in these areas of life. Today's specific angle between Jupiter and Mars creates a productive sextile, suggesting that your energetic approach to tasks will yield greater than expected results. Efficiency and effectiveness are heightened. Saturn, positioned in the late degrees of Pisces in your 12th house, continues to prompt deep subconscious processing. This somewhat challenging opposition to your sign has been teaching you important lessons about boundaries and limitations. Today, Saturn forms a significant square with Venus, potentially highlighting tensions between emotional desires and practical realities. Uranus in Gemini forms a supportive sextile to your sign, bringing unexpected intellectual insights and communications. This position in your third house amplifies the Mars energy there, possibly bringing surprising news or revolutionary ideas. Technological communications may feature prominently today. Neptune, continuing its long journey through Aries, sits in your first house, a once-in-a-lifetime transit that has been gradually transforming your sense of self and identity. Today, Neptune forms a challenging square with Mercury, which may cloud communications or introduce elements of confusion. Be particularly clear in important conversations to avoid misunderstandings. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, occupies your 11th house of social networks and future aspirations. Its trine to your Mars creates powerful transformative energy that can be channeled into group projects or collaborative efforts. Today's specific aspect suggests that your leadership qualities are particularly potent. The North Node in Capricorn in your 10th house forms a square with your natal Aries energy, continuing to push you toward professional growth and development of your public reputation. Today's planetary alignment suggests that career matters may require balancing with home concerns. For Aries, June 26, 2025, presents a complex but largely favorable planetary landscape. The predominant energies support communication, domestic harmony, and professional advancement, though with certain tensions that require conscious navigation. The Mars-Jupiter sextile is particularly beneficial, suggesting that directed action yields expansion. The Saturn-Venus square presents the day's greatest challenge, requiring you to reconcile emotional desires with practical limitations. Aries, on June 26, 2025, your communication landscape is particularly vibrant as Mercury forms a trine with your ruling planet Mars. This powerful alignment creates a day where your words carry exceptional force and clarity. Your natural Aries directness is enhanced, allowing you to express exactly what you mean without the usual filters or hesitations that might sometimes hold you back. This is not a day for mincing words. Your ability to get straight to the point will be appreciated by those around you, especially in professional settings where decisiveness is valued. The moon in Gemini activates your 3rd house of communication, creating a dual effect in how you process and share information. You may find yourself speaking more rapidly than usual, with ideas flowing at an accelerated pace. This quickening of mental energy requires some management. Take brief pauses before responding in important conversations to ensure your mouth doesn't race ahead of your brain. Venus in Leo making a square to your sign adds a creative flair to your expression today. While this aspect can create some tension, it infuses your communication style with warmth and dramatic emphasis. You might find yourself being more expressive with your hands, using more colorful language, or incorporating stories into your explanations. This theatrical quality to your speech can be particularly effective when trying to persuade others or make a memorable impression. For Aries writers, content creators, or anyone with creative communication projects, this day offers a wellspring of inspiration. Ideas that have been germinating in your subconscious may suddenly demand expression. Keep notes throughout the day as flashes of insight arrive. They could form the foundation of significant work. Digital communication receives a boost from Uranus in Gemini, making a favorable aspect to your communication sector. Expect increased engagement on social media posts, more responses to emails, and generally greater resonance with your electronic messages. This is an excellent day for launching online content, sending important emails, or initiating text-based conversations that you've been postponing. Be mindful, however, of Saturn's position in Pisces, creating a subtle restriction in your 12th house. This placement suggests that while your external communication is enhanced, there may be internal dialogues or unspoken thoughts that remain challenging to articulate. Some deeper emotional content might feel stuck or difficult to translate into words. Journaling could help bridge this gap between what you feel and what you can express. Your verbal confidence is particularly strong today, as the Sun in Cáncer illuminates your 4th house of inner foundations. This provides emotional security that translates to speaking your truth without fear of rejection. Family conversations, especially with female relatives, flow with unusual ease and authenticity. Home-based discussions about emotional matters that normally feel uncomfortable will find smoother expression. For Aries individuals in educational settings, this is an exceptional day for presentations, exams, or class participation. Your ability to organize thoughts logically while maintaining engaging delivery is heightened. If you've been waiting for the right moment to approach a professor or mentor with questions, this planetary alignment supports clear, respectful intellectual exchanges. Neptune's position creates some fog around financial communication, specifically. Double-check details in contracts, be explicit about money matters, and don't assume others understand your economic expectations. This temporary communication blind spot requires extra vigilance when discussing anything related to shared resources or investments. Pluto's transformative energy affects how you communicate in group settings and professional environments. You may find yourself naturally taking on a leadership role in meetings or group discussions. Your words carry unusual weight and influence today, potentially shifting the direction of team projects or collaborative efforts. Use this power wisely, as the impact of what you say will have lasting effects on your professional relationships. For Aries individuals in romantic relationships, this day presents an opportunity for meaningful conversations about future plans. The communication pathway between you and your partner benefits from Mars energy, allowing for honest discussions about desires and boundaries without unnecessary conflict. Single Aries might find that their usual direct approach in flirting is especially effective now, with words flowing naturally in social settings. There's a particular emphasis on written communication today. If you've been procrastinating on important emails, proposals, or creative writing, the planetary alignment supports productive writing sessions with minimal mental blocks. Your writing voice comes through with distinctive clarity and conviction, making this an ideal time to work on content that requires your authentic perspective. In conversations with authority figures, you'll notice increased respect for your viewpoints. The planetary positions support upward communication, making this an excellent day to schedule meetings with supervisors, pitch ideas to clients, or present proposals to decision-makers. Your ability to articulate complex concepts in accessible ways helps bridge gaps in understanding that may have previously existed. Mercury's position also enhances your listening skills, often not considered an Aries' strength. Today, you have increased capacity to truly hear others, not just wait for your turn to speak. This balanced communication approach creates more meaningful exchanges and helps build trust with important people in your life. Practice active listening by asking follow-up questions and paraphrasing what others say before responding. For technical communications and learning new communication tools, today's aspects are highly favorable. If you've been intimidated by new software, presentation technologies, or communication platforms, this is an excellent time to dive in. Your ability to master communication-related technologies receives a boost from Uranus, allowing quick comprehension and adaptation. The day's energy supports clearing up past misunderstandings. If words have been misconstrued or intentions misinterpreted in recent weeks, today offers a valuable opportunity to revisit those situations with greater clarity and mutual understanding. Old communication wounds can begin healing through straightforward conversations that cut through confusion without creating new conflicts. Aries, June 26, 2025 presents a fascinating financial landscape as Mars forms a powerful trine with Jupiter, creating an exceptional window for monetary growth. This cosmic alignment particularly favors your bold financial initiatives and entrepreneurial ventures. Your ruling planet, Mars, is energizing your second house of personal resources, suggesting this is an ideal time to pursue additional income streams or negotiate for better compensation. The confidence you naturally possess is amplified today, making it particularly beneficial for sales presentations, investment pitches, or asking for that well-deserved raise. Trust your instincts when opportunities arise unexpectedly. With Venus squaring Uranus, there's an element of unpredictability in financial matters that could actually work to your advantage if you remain flexible and responsive. This aspect might bring surprising windfalls or sudden opportunities that require quick decision-making. However, exercise caution with impulse. Purchases the same planetary energy that brings unexpected gains could lead to regrettable spending decisions if you're not mindful. Mercury's position in your communication sector forms a supportive sextile to Saturn in your career house, suggesting that professional communications could lead to financial stability and structure. Conversations with mentors, supervisors, or industry connections initiated today have strong potential to bear financial fruit in coming weeks. The waning gibbous moon in Capricorn is highlighting your 10th house of career and public reputation, making this an excellent day to focus on long-term financial security through professional advancement. Consider how your current projects and responsibilities can translate to increased earning potential. This lunar placement also supports strategic planning around retirement accounts, investments, and other financial structures that build wealth gradually. Jupiter's continuing transit through your resource sector amplifies opportunities for abundance, but with Neptune's influence, ensure all financial matters are transparent and clearly understood before proceeding. The North Node's position suggests that financial partnerships initiated now align well with your evolutionary path, particularly those that involve shared resources or collaborative ventures. For investment-minded Aries, today favors sectors related to technology, communication, and sustainable energy areas, experiencing significant cosmic support from current planetary placements. Real estate investments also receive favorable aspects, particularly those connected to home improvements or property upgrades. Your financial intuition is heightened today, allowing you to sense opportunities others might miss. Pay particular attention to financial conversations that occur around midday, when lunar aspects peak in favorable alignments for monetary matters. Watch for synchronicities and patterns in numbers that may guide your financial decisions. While your pioneering spirit often leads you to seek quick results, Saturn's influence today reminds you that building lasting wealth requires patience and structural integrity. Consider establishing automatic savings plans or investing in skill development that enhances your long-term earning potential. The day's numerological signature of 8, from 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, reinforces themes of abundance, power, and financial mastery, a strong supportive energy for all financial endeavors you undertake. Aries, on June 26, 2025, your fortune favors bold intellectual pursuits as Jupiter in Gemini forms a sextile with your ruling planet Mars. This creates an exceptional window for academic advancement, publishing opportunities, and breakthrough thinking. The most fortunate areas for you today center around communication, short-distance travel, and collaborative projects that showcase your pioneering spirit. With Mercury entering your 4th house, family discussions about property or renovation will yield surprising benefits, perhaps an unexpected discount or valuable connection through a relative. The moon in Sagittarius activates your 9th house of higher learning and expansion, making this an auspicious day for applying to programs, scheduling interviews, or launching educational ventures. Neptune's position suggests spiritual insights coming through dreams or meditation could solve a long-standing practical problem. Financial fortune appears particularly strong between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. when Venus forms a harmonious aspect to your 2nd house of resources. An unexpected message around noon may lead to a profitable opportunity, so keep communications open and respond promptly to inquiries. Public speaking, presentations, and pitching ideas receive cosmic support. Your authentic expression will resonate deeply with decision-makers today. Transportation matters are highly favored. If you've been considering a vehicle purchase or repair, today's aspects support finding exceptional value or service. Your networking abilities are magnified, with casual conversations potentially leading to fortunate connections who appreciate your direct approach. Sports competitions, physical challenges, and activities requiring courage show tremendous promise. Your natural competitive edge is enhanced by today's planetary alignments. For single Aries, fortune favors meeting someone special through educational settings, while committed Aries find deeper understanding within existing relationships. The day's most unexpected stroke of luck comes through a conversation with someone you normally wouldn't engage with, perhaps someone from a different generation or cultural background, who offers a perspective that catalyzes your next fortunate move. As the cosmos aligns on June 26, 2025, Aries natives will experience a profound shift in their social dynamics. The sun in Cáncer creates an emotionally charged backdrop for your interactions, drawing you toward more meaningful connections rather than superficial socializing. This isn't your typical networking day. It's one where deep bonds can form if you allow yourself to be vulnerable. Mars, your ruling planet, forms a trine with Jupiter, amplifying your social magnetism and making you particularly attractive to groups and communities that share your passionate interests. There's a natural leadership quality to your presence today, though you won't need to force it. Others will naturally look to you for direction and inspiration. Venus in Leo ignites the social sector of your chart, bringing a playful, creative energy to your interactions. This presents an excellent opportunity to organize a gathering that combines entertainment with connecting on a deeper level. Your natural enthusiasm will prove contagious, making you the catalyst for memorable social experiences. The quarter moon in Libra directly impacts your relationship sector, creating a moment of reflection about balance in your social connections. Are you giving as much as you're taking? This lunar energy prompts honest evaluation of whether your relationships are mutually beneficial or if adjustments are needed to create more harmony. Mercury's position suggests that communication flows easily today, particularly when discussing shared goals and collaborative projects. You'll find yourself articulating ideas with remarkable clarity, making this an excellent day for pitching concepts or rallying others around a common cause. Group brainstorming sessions will be especially productive. A noteworthy aspect between Saturn and Uranus influences how you balance tradition and innovation in your social sphere. You might feel pulled between established social circles and exciting new connections that challenge your perspectives. This tension isn't something to avoid. It's where your greatest growth lies today. For those Aries seeking romantic connections, today's configurations support meeting potential partners through group activities or mutual friends. Existing relationships benefit from socializing with others, as seeing your partner interact in group settings reveals new dimensions of their personality that reignite attraction. Digital connections receive a boost today as well. Your social media presence might gain unexpected traction, or online networking could yield surprising opportunities. Don't dismiss virtual interactions as less meaningful. A significant connection could form through these channels. Friendships from your past may resurface unexpectedly, offering a chance to reconcile or strengthen bonds that once seemed broken. Neptune's influence brings a spiritual quality to these reunions, suggesting there are karmic lessons to be learned through these rekindled connections. In professional settings, your ability to build rapport with colleagues and clients is heightened. The planetary alignment supports breaking down hierarchical barriers, allowing you to connect authentically with people at all levels. This genuine approach will serve you better than any calculated networking strategy. Chiron's position in your sign continues to influence how you present yourself socially, highlighting both vulnerability and strength. You might find that sharing some aspect of your personal journey or struggle actually strengthens connections rather than weakens them. Authenticity is your greatest social asset today. For family interactions, Pluto's transformative energy suggests meaningful conversations that could heal old wounds. A family gathering or simple check-in call might evolve into a pivotal moment that reshapes your understanding of these fundamental relationships. Be mindful of Uranus' unpredictable energy in your communication sector, which might prompt impulsive statements. While your honesty is refreshing, considering timing and delivery will help ensure your message is received as intended. Not every thought needs immediate expression. Some benefit from reflection. Jupiter's expansive influence encourages you to broaden your social horizons beyond familiar circles. Consider attending events or joining groups that expose you to diverse perspectives and backgrounds. The connections formed through these explorations will prove valuable in unexpected ways. Your empathy runs especially high today, allowing you to sense what others need before they express it. This intuitive understanding helps you provide support that truly resonates, strengthening bonds through meaningful acts of kindness rather than grand gestures. The day's cosmic message for Aries is clear. Authentic connection supersedes quantity of interactions. Focus on quality exchanges that feed your spirit rather than depleting your energy. The relationships that align with your highest values will naturally flourish under today's celestial influences. As the summer heat intensifies on June 26, 2025, your ruling planet Mars forms an interesting angle with Jupiter, creating a day where your natural Aries impulsiveness needs careful navigation. Today isn't about charging forward with your typical ram-like determination, but rather about strategic pauses and thoughtful consideration. The Cancer Sun is illuminating your fourth house of home and foundations, suggesting that your power today comes from feeling emotionally secure before making major moves. Morning hours present your best window for important decisions, when the moon's trine to Mercury enhances your mental clarity. By afternoon, a challenging square between Venus and Saturn could create tension in relationships or financial matters, requiring patience rather than your typical direct approach. Take extra time to really listen to others today. Your natural tendency to interrupt or formulate responses before someone has finished speaking could cause you to miss crucial information. Physical exercise will be especially beneficial today, but avoid competitive activities that might trigger your more aggressive tendencies. Instead, solo pursuits like running, swimming, or a vigorous hike will help channel excess energy constructively. Watch for a tendency to be overly critical of yourself around midday. The perfectionist energy in the cosmos might have you focusing too much on what's not working rather than celebrating small victories. Your intuition is particularly strong today, especially regarding family matters or household decisions. That subtle feeling you've been having about a home repair issue. Don't ignore it. Investigating now could prevent a larger problem next month. Nutritionally, your body craves mineral-rich foods today. Dark leafy greens, nuts, and hydrating fruits will help balance your fire element. Regarding work projects, this is an excellent day to review rather than initiate. The planetary alignments favor editing, refining, and perfecting existing endeavors rather than launching new ones. If you've been considering reaching out to reconnect with family, particularly female relatives or maternal figures, today's energy strongly supports healing conversations. Your communication style needs softening today, led with vulnerability rather than assertiveness to achieve your goals. For Aries in creative fields, today favors revising and polishing rather than generating new content. The evening hours bring a beautiful opportunity for introspection when the moon illuminates your sector of hidden knowledge. Dreams tonight may be particularly vivid and meaningful. Keep a journal nearby. Above all, remember that restraint today isn't weakness, it's wisdom. By channeling your abundant Aries energy into careful consideration and emotional intelligence, you'll position yourself perfectly for tomorrow's more action-oriented cosmic weather. Your greatest strength today will be your ability to pause, breathe, and respond thoughtfully rather than react instinctively, an important growth area for any Aries seeking personal evolution. Hello, Aries. Today, we're diving deep into your cosmic forecast for June 26, 2025, and it's looking quite eventful for the first sign of the zodiac. I'm seeing some fascinating planetary alignments that will directly impact your fiery Aries energy. Let's start with the big picture. On this Thursday, we find the sun traveling through the emotional waters of Cáncer, creating an interesting